Hi Metricoolers, and welcome back to another video in our Metricool tutorial. In today's video, we are going to be talking all about LinkedIn. I'll take you through the steps of how to connect your LinkedIn account to Metricool. We'll talk about planning for LinkedIn within the planner, and we'll also touch on LinkedIn analytics. Let's go ahead and get started. So today we are talking all about LinkedIn. Before I start on anything, I do want to remind everyone that LinkedIn is a premium feature. So if you are using that free Metricool account, LinkedIn is not included, but as soon as you bump up into any of our premium plans, you can utilize LinkedIn and all of those associated features. So now we can get started and I can show you how to really quickly connect your LinkedIn account to Metricool. It's actually quite simple. You're going to want to make sure you're in the connections page. So you can find that in the right-hand tab under Connections, and this will be the page that you're led to. So under LinkedIn, you're going to want to click on Connect Account. This is going to take you directly to LinkedIn, and it's going to ask you to log in. Once you log in, it's going to pop up all of your associated pages, designate the page that you want to connect with Metricool, and then that's it. It's a very simple setup process for connecting your LinkedIn account. And then I will actually toggle into the Metricool English account, where we will show the example from so that I can show you what it looks like once it's populated. This is what it will look like once you have a connected account. As you can see, Metricool is listed there. Now I'm going to go ahead and start with analytics. So I'm clicking into the analytics tab, and then on the left-hand pane, we're going to go into LinkedIn directly. So I do want to also clarify that because we are looking at the Metricool company page, that is why we have access to these analytics. If you were to actually look at analytics for a personal page, you would see that these metrics don't populate. I actually have an example pulled up. So if you were to try to link a LinkedIn personal account, you can use it for planning, but for metrics and viewing those, we do not have analytics for personal accounts, and it will actually show you here LinkedIn personal account. You'll get this little blurb that says at the moment we do not have analytics for personal accounts. The analytics dashboards are only available for LinkedIn company pages. So that is also something to keep in mind for you, that you want to make sure that it is a LinkedIn company page so that you can access these analytics. So moving back into the Metricool account, you'll see here that because it is a company page, you can see all of the analytics. So of course, right here up in the right-hand corner, you can designate what time frame you want to look at. I'm just looking at the last 30 days, but as you can see, you can choose individually or you can choose from the presets. So for the last 30 days, you'll see that it is split up into community and posts. Community is going to be things like your followers, your impressions, how many posts you've done, maybe paid followers. And all of this can be turned on and turned off with just a simple toggle on feature. And this will change the graphs, as you can see as I'm toggling things on. So you can really customize what you want these graphs to look like. And as you scroll down, you'll see them also listed here. You can see your balance of followers. So for example, this is my balance of followers over the last 30 days. And you can see how many new followers we gained on each day. Then if you continue scrolling, you can see posts published in the period. So the period would be the time frame that you're looking at. So for example, the last 30 days would be our posts that are published in those last 30 days. You can see things like engagement, interactions, impressions, the number of posts, and again, you can toggle on, toggle off so that you can customize these graphs to exactly what you want to be looking at. If we scroll down, we'll get interactions. So things like reactions, comments, clicks, shares, and posts. And then if we scroll down even more, we will get to the list of posts section. So this will show the date that the post was published, the time, reactions, comments, clicks, shares, impressions, engagement. If you scroll over, you can even see video views, viewers, time watched, and average time watched. The list of posts is really nice because you get a nice overview of basically all of the posts that you've published in the time frame, and it's organized by, what did the best. So you can even toggle on or off columns if you are maybe you only care about impressions and engagement. So you can toggle everything else off and just show your impressions and engagements. These columns are nice for customization purposes. You can also download this information as a CSV. And you can toggle on how many rows per page you want to see. So say, for example, you wanted to see those top 10 posts. You can see here that we have those top 10 posts by the reactions. So this one got the most reactions. And as you scroll down, you'll see here that it's organized in that way. We can also see here that if you click on more, it's going to show you the captions that are associated with those LinkedIn posts. So for example, Facebook ad study, that one did very well. So if I wanted to copy this caption to my clipboard and repurpose the content in some way, I could do that very easily. And I can even go directly to the post in LinkedIn and see what it looks like with that view feature. It's very nice. Another thing you can do is that depending on the metric that is most important to you, if you do want to see that ranking, you can click into whichever tab you'd like. So say, for example, reactions you don't really care about too much, but impressions you do. So you can click into impressions and see that by the posts that had the most impressions as well. And you can do that for any of these metrics. So those are our LinkedIn metrics. They're super helpful to adjust your LinkedIn strategy, especially if you are trying to grow that community, see what content your audience is resonating with. I do want to also show that you can see those LinkedIn metrics in the summary page as well. So if you're trying to see an overview of all your platforms, LinkedIn is shown in that summary page here. You can see things like followers, impressions, interactions, etc. And you can also input all of these LinkedIn analytics into your reports. And like I said before, LinkedIn is a premium feature and reporting is as well. So if you did want to, customize a report with those LinkedIn analytics, you could do it here. So right now I'm actually toggled into the inbox feature on Metricool. I do want to point out that you can respond to certain things within Metricool for LinkedIn. For example, if you do have that company page and someone has left a comment, you can respond to those directly within the Metricool inbox. As you can see here, we have 2. It'll show up as, you can show up as in red, unresolved, or all. And then once you have responded directly in there, this is actually just a comment that we have left. But for example, if someone had left a comment on one of our posts, we could respond to it directly in here and hit send, which is really nice as well to just help you ease into being able to answer all of your messages in a centralized platform. So now we are going to talk about planning for LinkedIn within Metricool. So I'm actually already in the planner. You can click on the planning tab up here, but this is what you will see. And I actually have a draft already set and ready to go for an example here. So this is what an example of a draft LinkedIn post would look like. And as you can see, LinkedIn is the only thing that is toggled on. You can multi-post with LinkedIn, but for the sake of this example, I'm just going to schedule to LinkedIn. So I already inputted my caption. As you can see down here in the right-hand corner, we do have a character count. So you can do up to max 3,000 characters for LinkedIn, and it'll count as you type out. And here I have inputted in a bunch of graphics. So one really nice new thing that you can do within LinkedIn is we just added the capabilities that you can turn a bunch of images into a carousel, and it is just a simple toggle on, toggle off, which you'll see down here. See how it says image carousel? You toggle that on, and now this will be uploaded as a carousel, which you can see here. If I were to toggle that off, it would show up more as like an album gallery type style. But of course, I want to turn that image carousel on because I would prefer to have the carousel. It's totally up to your preference, but that is what it'll look like if you upload it as a carousel. And then, of course, we have some of the other basic capabilities, like you can add a first comment. So here I had added a first comment. I put find the full study here, so I can link to something external that doesn't necessarily take away from the whole post, but of course I do want to link to the full study. You can use the first comment many different ways, but it is an option for LinkedIn scheduling. You can also create UTM links directly in here if you would like to use an UTM link within your LinkedIn post. We also have the opportunity to use the AI if you need some caption help for your LinkedIn post. One other thing I want to touch on is that in the LinkedIn presets, if you are choosing to upload it as a carousel, you can actually change the name here. So I don't necessarily want it to say image carousel, so I could do Facebook ads study. I wanted it in all caps. And we can see that my carousel is nice and ready. It changed the name up here, and this post is ready to be scheduled out. You would just pick the day and time that you would want to publish it to. Of course, I have this saved as a draft because it is an example, but I could save it to the calendar, and there we go. Another option for LinkedIn is if I wanted to remove all of these posts, let's say, for example, I wanted to upload something that was already a document, you can do that. We have added that feature. So for example, if I wanted to upload a document already, I would click into this document button. As you can see here, it says document upload. So the supported formats are PDF, PowerPoint, and Doc, and then the maximum allowed file size 100 megabytes or 300 pages. And I could do that from the computer or from a URL. So I'm just going to do it from the computer, and I will click into here. And as you can see, I have a PDF already. So I can upload that PDF directly in, and similar to just changing the images to a carousel post, it's a similar concept in the sense of the PDF is showing up like this. You can do images to carousel within LinkedIn, but if you want to upload any other type of document, you would need to manually upload it for like the PowerPoint or the doc. But that is another option that you have with LinkedIn scheduling. The last thing for LinkedIn scheduling is that if you don't necessarily have an image or a video, you can use the stock images and stock videos and the GIFs gallery here. And these are all located in this little picture button. And you'll see here stock images, videos, and GIFs. If you don't necessarily have a photo to go along with your caption or a video, you can utilize that free content. And that is scheduling with LinkedIn. It is very easy and straightforward to use, especially once you get in there and actually start scheduling that content out, especially with the ease of use with turning your images already into carousels or being able to upload those documents. Those are great additions to the planner. And that's LinkedIn with Metricool. Don't forget though that LinkedIn is a premium feature of Metricool. So if you have been wanting to try that feature out, you can actually use the code TRYFREE for 30 days free of any of our premium plans. Make sure that you take advantage of it. And with that, I will see you in the next tutorial video. Bye!